It is written, though my children be numbered as the sands of the seas, I shall gather them to myself. Even if my children are scattered amongst the farthest stars, I shall gather them to myself. Promises made thousands of years ago. People perhaps looking out at the moon, the sun, the stars, and wondering, how could my children, God's children, any children, be scattered amongst the stars? There was a time when climbing to the distant mountain was a great effort. Now we fly about the earth. We travel upon the oceans. We even soar to the depths of the oceans as we soar to the skies. And while vast parts of the earth are truly unexplored, and many discoveries are yet to be made, we as a people are beginning to go onward into space, beyond this world, to look at and explore other worlds. Perhaps in time we will live in distant lands, truly distant lands, as once people looked to other continents and thought perhaps in time we will live in distant lands. Perhaps now we look to the moon and stars and planets and think in time maybe we will live in distant lands. How long has it been since we conquered the earth? It has never occurred. We have yet to conquer the earth. Man thinks he controls so much and he controls so little. But yet he now thinks he will move amongst the stars and exert his influence when he has no clue what influence he does or does not exert upon the earth on which he dwells. Still, when man came from one continent to another, thinking he would explore, what did he find? Other people, other great civilizations. And what does man think will happen if he can venture to planets beyond? Does he think there may not be other great civilizations beyond this world? Does he think that God is so limited that this dot of humanity is all that has been created? Does man really have a right to place limitations upon a limitless God? We have been promised that we will dwell with the divine, that we will dwell in the light of God, in the love of God. We know that when we leave this life and enter into life with God, that we enter into the timeless state, stepping outside of time to be one with God. But does that mean that we should limit God's capacity? Do we think that we have such a right? A God that created man, that created all of that which exists and that which is beyond existence, and created something from nothing, and from that something which we call nothing, created all that is. And yet we think that perhaps with science we will find and explain God, when God is found through grace and love, peace and mercy. Science has not love, grace, peace, or mercy. Science is a weighing, a counting, and a balancing. It is neither good nor evil. It is neither hurtful or hopeful in and of itself. It is exceedingly hurtful when it's misapplied, usually by bad politics or war, and it's exceedingly helpful when it's properly applied, sometimes by medicine, sometimes by entrepreneurs seeking to better the world in which they live. Science is a neutral force. Life is what you make of it. Life is the essence of your being. Now, whether that life occurs in the most distant land of the stars, or very close to you, even in your own heart, it is of the same value, for it is created by the one true living God. And humanity, wherever humanity may travel to, will remain God's very unique creation. But it does not mean it is God's only unique creation. For each plant is God's unique creation, each animal, each being. Look at the many species, and then think of the angelic host, each a species unto itself, so to speak. And then think of all of the planets, even the planet upon which you dwell. It in and of itself is a force that has been created by the divine. So, what we are telling you is not that you should be seeking life out amongst the stars. We are not telling you that you should be worshipping plants and animals because they were created by God. What we are telling you is this. This is the specific part of our message to you. This is what we want you to remember. Man is created in the image of the living God. It does not matter how far man travels from the world in which he lives. He cannot travel beyond the divine. He cannot travel further than the reach of God. God is always as close as the most silent whisper. God is always as close as the spark of the Spirit in each individual heart. And God loves each individual fully, completely. Today, tomorrow, and always. In the depths of the ocean, on the furthest mountaintop, and to the furthest star, God loves you. We leave you with blessings and with peace.